Hi, my name is Mary Myers, and I'm here today to talk to you about disability justice. For those of you who are unaware of what disability justice is, I'm going to explain it as I learned it from Lydia X.C. Brown. So, disability justice is this idea of honoring the whole body and humanity of every person. This means accepting and expecting traits that are outside of what has been categorized as the norm. That's referring to this mythical norm that society has created that generally looks like an able-bodied, white, cisgender male. So, this also means understanding that every person has different needs, both physically and mentally. Disability justice is meeting people where they are rather than expecting them to conform to this idea of who they should be. This looks like making spaces accessible for those in wheelchairs, having interpreters available for deaf people, having Braille as an option for those who are blind, having more flexible and easier access to accommodations for those in work that have mental illness and may need to take time away to take care of themselves, and having all of these different accommodations not seem like extra, having them just integrated into society and be normalized because they are normal. Disability is not something that is just other, and it's been made to seem that way. So disability justice is about confronting this societal issue of othering people that don't conform to this idea of a norm. So why is it a feminist issue? Disability justice pushes for equity and understanding that people have intersectional qualities and identities. So intersectionality is the intersection or cross-section of oppression. This can be gender, race, class, ability, sexuality. There are lots of different ways that someone can be oppressed. And it's understanding that this dynamic of oppression impacts people in their lived experiences in different ways. So I want to give a story as an example of someone who was mistreated by their parents due to this lack of education and acceptance of disability in society. So her name is Ashley X, and she, when she was born, her parents were told that she would only have the cognitive development of a 3-month-old. So this ended up leading her parents and doctors, as well as a team of board members on an ethics committee to decide to undergo a very invasive operation, and they called it the Ashley treatment. So what this consisted of was a hysterectomy, removal of her breast buds, high dose of estrogen, as well as fusion of her bone plates to stop her growth. So why this was such a controversy is because, as people in the disabled community and disabled activists explained, it's very hard to find how this treatment genuinely benefited Ashley herself. When you look at the implications of this invasive operation, it seems like the negative would outweigh whatever positives there might be. However, the only real benefits seem to be in favor of her parents as caretakers, because all these operations happened when she was 6 years old, kind of keeping this forever 6-year-old body. And this has also been harmful for Ashley in the way of infantilization, which is very common for able-bodied people to create this identity of disabled people as just these innocent, young, infant-like people. And this can be seen through epithets that her parents have created, such as Pillow Angel, which is how they refer to Ashley, because when they place her on a pillow, she stays exactly where she is. This idea, beyond just Ashley, is incredibly dangerous because although Ashley had the cognitive ability of a 3-month-old, this identity placed on disabled people as a community goes for people that don't have that same cognitive disability or intellectual delay. And this can be seen in other grown women. And Ashley will never have the appearance of a grown woman because of these invasive surgeries. So, in other ways that disability justice is a feminist issue, besides stories like Ashley's, is there's a statistic from the Bureau of Justice Statistics that the rate of rape and sexual assault against women with intellectual disabilities is about 12 times higher than that of any person with no disability, regardless of gender. That's an insane fact when you think about it, but it's this perpetuation of these ideas of what disabled women look like and who they are, as well as rape culture in general, that creates the statistic and allows this pattern to continue. So I believe that it's imperative that abled society works harder to understand disability and how to work towards disability justice and equity. Feminism is not just for rich white girls. Feminism is an umbrella for all of those who face oppression due to the white patriarchal society that discourages growth of underserved communities. As feminists, it's important to learn from one another and amplify important stories and lived experiences that can expose where we need to improve. White men are not the only ones who feed into oppression of disabled people, and I think we all need to be aware of what we can do better to work towards this mission of disability justice in order to create justice as a society and for individuals across the board. Thank you.